Welcome, everybody, to Thursday night for United Rogue. We are at you first with some Linguine League action. My name is Gigabyte, and I am joined by Owning Toaster. How you doing tonight, man?
I am doing great. I'm looking for some hot Linguine cheesy league action right now. I hear that we've got the Cardinals, right? Or no, sorry, Carolina. Oh, I messed up early. All right, you were Nevada last time. All right, now it's me with this. Yes, Carolina and Washington in a as I've been told, a very contentious playoff potential match right now.
These yes, it is
important.
So a little bit of background on this one for you folks. The Carolina Reapers are mathematically eliminated from playoffs without any points today at all. So they need to at least go to game 5 here to even stay mathematically in playoff contention. And Washington, currently a team that's on the bubble for their conference, they need to win this one if they want to stay in that bubble zone. They won't guarantee themselves a playoff spot or really put themselves in a fantastic spot, but they need to win this to stay in contention. So we're going to get our teams into the lobby here, but if I had to guess, based on the lineups we're seeing tonight, Washington's playing A, B, and E. Carolina is playing C, D, and E. So Washington probably likely to take this one just off of the roster rankings. Also, on a personal note, I'd like to give a shout out to my brother and Oddfellow, who's going to be playing in this game, and I have the honor of casting his first ever streamed game. Congratulations, Aaron.
Bible thump, they grow up so fast, Keeks! Okay, gone. With the knockdown, trying to follow up against Oddfellow. Here he is, his first touch in a streamed match. It's his brother, everybody, by the way.
I trained him. He better be doing that.
Taught him everything he knows. Oh my God, well, you didn't teach Grandma how to miss that ball, okay? Oddfellow with a light tap, trying to deny this blue aggression here. Lemma with the clear out, with the re-aggression from War right off the top of Oddfellow. Good to keep that out of contention there, because God, that would have put Grandma having to save that one. And just as I say that, Lemma is having to save that one. Blue on the offense, as you said, roster lineup for Washington looking a little bit stronger just based on starting players in the field right now. But hopefully Carolina can get their own counterattack going.
Hopefully, but Washington so far doing a good job of cutting it off at the midfield. Now Gone gonna try and send it out, but Hot Grandma looking to interfere with it, and she does. Gonna go up the wall again. She's gonna miss it though, and Lemmo misses it as well. That leaves out for the last one back. He's gonna get a block. It's not gonna get out to safety, but Washington looking like they're not gonna take advantage of it.
Washington just not actually grabbing all of these opportunities to counterattack through the defensive shortages, because we're seeing a lot of balls drop, so to speak, from Carolina here, getting past the first and sometimes even the second defender. Luckily enough for them, the wall's holding with their third player. Grandma off the wall, bounce to Lemmo. Here's some coordination off the corner panel. Will it get picked up? It does, but Gone blocks the angle. Could have been an on-target try there, but Oddfellow going wide for a 12 boost, letting Blue pick it up right now as Grandma sends it through the corner and grabs the 100 boost right now, and depots the defender, but they have not gotten PT out of the way, and he's the one who sends it to midfield.
Lemmo's going to send it back away, but this is dangerous for Carolina. Someone's got to go for this one, but they're both going to let it go. Finally, Oddfellow goes for that one, but that was a bit too long to wait on that touch.
Gone over the top, looking for the double tap. Oh my God. Are we looking at a higher level of play right there? PT with the big send, could be waterfall, slight bounce off backboard, going to be cleared by Carolina with ease. Venom seeing that he needs to get out of here now, and Gone with a questionable decision to tap it and then
50 though.
Turn around for it. 50 for Oddfellow gets him a shot credit right there, but it was not really an issue for Blue to handle. Lemmo near post almost gets the double tap.
Oddfellow going to try and turn this back in. Now he does get it off the wall. It's going to go towards net. Warped, not a great touch, but it's going to get off to the side, and Venom Wolf might be able to handle it. No, Hot Grandma's going to be able to get there first. She chops it into the center. Warped is not going to be able to get a hold of that one. Oddfellow towards the net, but it's going to get saved and sent away by Gone. Venom Wolf went for that one too, so that was going to be a clear basically either way, but Carolina starting to make some opportunities happen, but a flick by Gone is going to get over Oddfellow, and that's going to be one up for Washington just past halftime of this game.
Darn near tornado flick coming out from Gone. What is that? Are we watching Linguine League? I cannot believe. What an excellent first strike by Washington, and not a moment too soon. We're just starting the second half here, and with nobody on the board, even though Carolina is definitely struggling here, anybody can get that lucky goal and then close out the match 1-0. So if Washington expects themselves to come away with this match, getting that first goal is step one.
So Washington now going to try and clear this one. Oddfellow comes in for that one. Hot Grandma double committed on it. Oddfellow going to go for the shot. It's going to go to center. No one's going to be there for Carolina. Missed opportunity for them, as that was a golden opportunity for a shot there.
Oddfellow on the rotate back, gonna tap this one, looking for a dribble, but sends it too far away from himself. Venom picks this up, gets the double touch, that's off the corner. Heartbreak from the post is gone, looks to stifle this from Oddfellow, who was too far from ball to get it on a proper 50-50. Lemo underswings on ball, which means Grandma has to send it long, picked up by Gon. On target, but just already too predictable. Got to get something else going there off the corner, that's close. Follow up from Washington's there, but it's a double commit from PT and the other player, meaning they're left in no man's zone. Gon. Plenty of space to pick it up, though. Looking for Washington to continue to put this pressure on Oddfellow with the pass out, but that could be, there we go, Lemo with the 50-50. They're almost passing it right back into Washington's hands.
That was a bit of a soft touch there. They need to get a bit harder clears, and at the same time manage to control it or send it to your teammates upfield, because he was kind of lucky that wasn't interfered with a bit harder. So Warp's now going to try and send it back into the Carolina zone. It's going to roll up the wall. Grandma's going to have a hold of it. Warps can't get a hold of that one. This is still Linguine League after all, so you can't exactly expect them to be able to get those touches. But Hot Grandma's going to have a chance to put this on target, but it's not going to make it. She's going to get it pinched out. Oddfellow returns it back in. Venom looking to get a clear here. It's going to roll back to center. Can Lemo get the 50? No, it's going to get cleared out. And Washington is in the lead with 30 seconds remaining. Carolina finally managed to get some offense, though.
Absolutely. It's good to see. Near post force almost on the wrong side of ball is Oddfellow. Unfortunate. 20 seconds left to make it happen. Lemo almost making the right play there by switching fields. Not picked up by his teammates, though, which means Washington gets two different attempts right now from the right-hand side of field. Grandma coming out, needs to get to this ball first. There we go. 10 seconds left. Last chance for offense here. Oddfellow, not an open shot, though. Warp in the way. Big send from Grandma, not on frame. Off corner needs to be amazing from the Carolina Reapers right now. No, the double touch actually being sent, but would have touchdown anyway. Did get dunked down by a teammate. Those complicated three-part plays, not what you need in those last 10 seconds unless you're guaranteed to have the height of ball to get in the goal. That those kind of shots didn't go in. So we need to see the kind of shots that can't be saved or that are just simply too far out of reach, because Washington managed to land one and Carolina needs to start making those kind of shots be just more productive. They need the kind of shots that really test the defense right now, because as Key was saying, there is some gaps in the defense to be found here for Washington.
There definitely are, and they need to react fast enough to be able to find them, does Carolina. But Carolina only down by one that first game. That's easily recoverable, but they do need to get their offense rolling here if they want to stay in this playoff picture at all. This is going to go up. One by Washington. Grandma going to pass it off to the side. Lemo not able to react in time.
The drop down could be picked up by Venom right now. Off corner, no double tap action right here. Grandma needs to turn around for this or let Lemo swing through, and he does. Bumps into his teammate Oddfellow. A little bit of miscoordination on the defense here, but that demo opens up some room, some breathing room for Carolina as Warp gets demoed, and that chip shot is, no! 1 second away from demoing the final goalie. The sacrifice play from Warp paying off. Washington holds the net.
Lemo going to put it off the top. Oddfellow was coming in for that one. That was a nice hard shot, but just not quite on target. Hot Grandma now going to take this one up the wall, looking to keep it out from in front of her own goal. And that's going to go wide. Gone, not able to get there in time. Now Oddfellow going to have the opportunity to put this upfield. It's an open net, but a soft touch is going to allow Venom Wolf to come back and get it.
Oddfellow returning for this one. Grandma does need to shun it off to the side and does so. Off corner panel, not fast enough to get in front of this extra touch from Warp, and they're getting some goalie demos of their own onto Oddfellow. Will they be able to do anything about it, though? Because it's deep in Washington zone, and that's on frame. Gone.
No, Grandma not able to get it either, but Oddfellow comes up and gets a hold of it. Carolina takes a 1-goal lead, 3:47 remaining.
First goal here, gone with the attempt to clear, but Oddfellow actually just slots himself exactly where he needs to be, takes it off the top and puts it out of reach. And that's what I was talking about, folks. The speed, the placement, what's missing from this Carolina offense, and that goal absolutely turns the tide.
Those third-man touches at the Linguine League level will absolutely destroy the opposing team. They're not used to having to fend off maybe 1 or potentially 2 shots. You get that third shot on target, they don't know what to do with it. Now, Hot Grandma going to be able to get this off to the side, but it's not out of danger yet. Oddfellow does get the clear. It's going upfield to an open net, potentially, but Warp's able to get the clear. Oddfellow looking to pass this one back in. It's going to roll right in front of net, but no one from Carolina is there to get a hold of it. Both Grandma and Lemo holding up in midfield.
Speed effective here for Washington as they seem to be just chasing these open balls, and they need to definitely get it started here. They had a great showing game 1, but right now they're behind, and these kind of attempts are not helping anything when Venom swings and misses, but the speed just kind of guarantees that there'll be production opportunities. Bounced by Warp onto Lemo until Oddfellow takes it up the backboard. Venom needs to get to this ball and get it out of there. Swing and a miss. Oddfellow not expecting him to miss it either, so that kind of works for Washington. Is gone, clears it out to the far side. Gonna open up the field a little bit. Oddfellow not able to get the tackle midfield, which means defense is left open. Warp with the bounce shot, and that one's in off a gone assist.
Yeah, just a little bit too long waited by the third person back for Carolina. Warp just able to come in and get a hold of it. Grandma just not on target and also just waited just a little bit too long to go for that. So Washington going to bring it back to 1-1 just before halftime. So we have an even game. In Carolina, we've seen their opportunities happen, but we've also seen them crumble on defense, and they might have just here too. But Grandma's going to own goal.
No.
Unfortunately, that might not have been an official own goal, but Grandma pretty much put that one on target for her team.
You hate to see it. There is the set him up and knock him down. One Carolina player sending it up, and the rest of the Carolina players knocking each other down and out of the goal, effectively clearing it and serving the goal up on a platter. But right now, but Lemo pass 2. Nobody coming out of the other corner. Maybe some kind of disconnection situation. No, all 3 Washington players moving now. So everybody's here in the server and connected. Gone, looking to get a solo play going. Gets over Grandma, not over Lemo, which means last man back, though. These third-person touches, but it does get sent to the side, and Oddfellow is able to close it down and deny the angle here. Grandma with the follow-up and a swing and a miss. Lemo with the send, headed to corner. Venom gonna either have to choose for the 100 booster to deny. Chooses to deny, but Lemo gets 100 boost and almost double taps off backboard. Gone yet again with the clear, getting some good defensive instincts out of him this game. Lemo has to get there and does. Off of Venom on-frame touch here. Warp rather with the big send-up, but Grandma's gonna take that instead. A lot of touches here in Linguine League getting picked up by the other team.
But the problem is you need to get it out of your zone here. You need to get your offense going. 1:30 remaining, and you're down by 1, and Washington is just able to continue putting shots on target. Seems like the only one moving with any sort of urgency on the Carolina side has a tendency to be Oddfellow here. So Lemo, but that's going to be an open net opportunity, and he's going to score it. Carolina going to bring it back to even.
A nice soft chip from Lemo gets his team into the tying situation here. Simple jump. Slight side flip, past one player, and he's in. He doesn't need to touch it again. Doesn't want to risk getting off target.
1:25 remaining. 2-2.
Too excited. I just want there to be an overtime. Game 2. There was almost an overtime game 1. I love me some overtime action here on United Rogue, no matter what skill level it's at.
I thought he was going to be able to juke him out, but not quite able to. Grandma now going to get this out of the danger zone for Carolina. 2 members of Washington come up and try for it, but no one's able to get a hold of it from Carolina either. Now Lemo's going to have to chase this. Grandma kind of pushing up a little bit. Not sure if that was the best idea. Oddfellow has to do something with this, but no, it's going to roll off and out. Washington not able to put that one on target.
Twice now, the post has been foiling Washington's plans here to get ahead in this game. They're now tied up, an unexpected situation for them considering the strength of roster right now. Venom forced to defend near post. The defense for now holding up, but these individual plays from Carolina have absolutely been fruitful. Grandma up and onto the Oddfellow sidecar. There's the play to get them ahead with 30 seconds left in the match.
Good reaction by Carolina to recognize that this was an opportunity. Grandma puts that one up the wall right onto Oddfellow's hood. Basically, he turns around and smacks that one into net. Didn't have to be a hard shot, just had to be on target, and he put it there. 31 seconds remaining. Carolina is up by 1, but never mind about that. Cast a curse that one, didn't I?
Right as we think it might be sewed up, Washington is not done yet. Quite the kickoff off the pinch into the corner and then picked up by Gone. Heads up play. The speed of Washington experience paying off right now as they're not done yet.
27 seconds remaining. We are in golden goal territory, folks. Carolina has to get this out here. Oddfellow goes up for that and misses it. Is anyone from Carolina back? Looks like Warp's going to try and put it off the wall for a teammate, but Lemo's going to be able to clear this one far upfield. Now Gone going to try and get it clear. Oddfellow looking to put a shot on target. It's going to go off the wall. Back in. Grandma was looking for that one, but she didn't manage to get there in time.
Gone with a touch to get it out of the way, and that's important because last opportunity before overtime is going to be for Carolina. Can they get there? Lemo too high up on ball. It goes down, and we have our first overtime of the series, ladies and gentlemen.
That we do. Washington wins this one slightly. It looks like Grandma's up for it. Grandma's going to send it over towards center. Was looking for an Oddfellow, but not quite fast enough. Didn't go far enough. Warped able to get there in time, but that's going to be a clean shot for Washington. No one was able to get there, and just a missed touch and or poor touch by Lemo here. Just that's what's going to happen, and a double commit by Carolina on the opposite side led to that goal. So Washington is going to go up to a match point. At this point, Carolina has to win the next 2 games in a row just to stay in playoff contention.
That's the kind of error you see that close to the goal, and you kind of just assume it's going in with a heads-up enemy team on offense right there, and that's exactly what happened. Gone. Honestly, only missed MVP by about 50 points. I think he gets one of the most honorable of mentions in terms of what should have been maybe an MVP. Warp definitely putting in an over-the-top experience as well, filling out all the columns, 2 goals, 2 assists, 2 saves, and 3 shots. But I just saw Gone where he needed to be so many times. First off, he gets the tie goal with 30 seconds left to take them to overtime, and then he gets the golden goal afterwards. So he really clutched up for the team. And on defense, I was seeing a lot of balls that if they just didn't get handled, were going to be just too much in front of the net for Carolina to not be able to knock down. And Gone was doing all sorts of things. That potential ending goal that they had, he just tapped it away from Grandma, and that was not going to be a 4-3 win from Carolina. So not only does he guarantee the overtime, but he denies the golden goal from Carolina and gets one of his own. So an excellent performance from Gone, I think, this game.
Yeah, fantastic play from Gone from both him and Warped, honestly. But now we are going into game 3. Carolina in a position to have to reverse sweep. In order to get 2 points out of this, they need to win the next 2 games in a row to just get 1 and stay in playoff contention. But Washington in position to take the sweep here and put themselves in a pretty good spot for the remaining 3 weeks of the season.
Exactly. Carolina, as we talked about earlier, folks, by Kigabai, who's so very knowledgeable, is that Carolina is eliminated mathematically without any points, folks. So if we don't even see a game 5 from this series, that means that the Carolina Reapers are absolutely going to have to pack their bags for the season. They will, of course, have 3 more weeks of play, but you want to see everybody make it into playoffs, and Gone starting things off early with a slow roller bouncer.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate positioning for Carolina. Grandma going for this. Oddfellow couldn't do anything about that without that. And no one from Carolina was back in position to make that save. So early goal from Washington here is going to put them in the lead. And this might be a second one if Warps can do anything about it. He's going to try and take this off the backboard, but Oddfellow able to interfere with that one.
Grandma with the clear defense needs to hold, and then we need to get on some offense if you're Carolina, because it's game 3, you're down 2-0, and you're down 1 goal. This is do or die, and you've never had a more uphill battle at the moment unless there was more than 1 goal on the scoreboard, which might be a little big of an ask right now. Right now, it seems very doable considering the goal they managed to score last game. War with the long send here. I mean, the 3 goals, they were able to get it done, and Warp showing a lot of prowess here on the offensive end, but it's just not on target, and Venom's follow-up isn't either. Gone
lots of double commits by Carolina led to that opportunity by Washington on both sides of the ball, to be honest. And then Warps is going to dunk this one on Oddfellow and roll it right into net. So Washington goes up by 2 with just over a minute elapsed.
Too fast a roller. Lemo tries to get back. Heroic effort there, but no matter what happened on that side of the ball, he could only have dunked it in.
So 3:52 remaining. Carolina down by 2. They need to win this one to stay in playoff eligibility. Oddfellow looking to drop this one down. Not going to happen. Lemo puts it off the backboard. Is Oddfellow going to turn for this one? No, no one's going to be there. Emma is a little bit, though, but not going to be on target. Now she's going to go up the wall, look for a pass. Not going to happen either. So Carolina missing a lot of opportunities again this game. They were capitalizing much better on the last one, and Warp takes everybody out to put the Washington Rebellion up 3 goals with 3:24 remaining. What a freaking
God! Long have we waited, and now we debated. Warp absolutely juking 2 Carolina players to grab himself an open net goal.
Warp squarely putting himself in that MVP for the match position for that one. Lemo puts this one on target, but Warped is there in time to get a hold of it. Oddfellow comes in, does get a touch, puts it away from Gone, but not a great one as Gone's able to recover and come back around the top.
Gone didn't even get phased there. He turned around, knew that he wasn't going to be first to that touch, and followed up on where the ball ended up afterwards. These defensive instincts I've been seeing of him are the perfect complement to the productive offense of Warp right now. The 1-2 punch of Gone knowing how to stop this offensive opportunity and Warp managing to sink. How many goals is it now? It looks like he's got 2 out of the 3, and see, Gone no slouch on the offense either. Absolutely making sure that this game is going to be a very, very hard one to win for Carolina, considering they need to score 3 goals in only half of a match's worth of time. Oddfellow trying to flip back here. The push from Lemo. Off wall, bouncing off ceiling now. Grandma again,
Ooh.
but these pushes, these touches, they're just going right into the hands of Washington. First to the ball is definitely going to be a Washington player. Venom trying to get through.
The triple commit's also no good for Carolina there because they are all bunching up on top of each other on those offensive pushes. And how Grandma going to cross this one in front of net. It goes to Oddfellow, but that wasn't a great cross. That was not a good idea there. And Venom going to put this one on target. Is Lemo going to be able to get back? He is, and it's going to put it off post. Grandma's going to be able to get it clear, but this Carolina squad, they have to get their offense going right now. They need this goal. It's going to go in front of net. Lemo almost able to dunk it. Warp can put it off to the side. Now to Ginger for now. And is Washington going to be able to get the clear? Yes, looks like they're going to.
Clear away. Good for Washington right now. Even their touch, back to offense was absolutely slowly handled and almost became an open net opportunity for Washington. There's these touches from Washington that look like they're just going to head straight into the clutches of Carolina. And you're, like the sensation of clearing the ball and it's just a pass back to the offense to start again. But Carolina doesn't even field that ball that's passed to them and almost results in an open goal opportunity for Washington against them. So I just need to see confidence and just stepping up to ball when you see it open in this field. Don't let Washington beat you to that. Believe that you can get there first and you get a solid touch, because right now Warp has got a solid touch off the corner. Here we go, counterattack. Oddfellow needs to put it on frame but sends it to corner, giving Warp enough time to get on defense. This is the bounce out though. Tries to grab it for himself, but now it's an open air ball. Lemo tries to grab it, and now Grandma turns back because they realize they have to grab it. Here we go! No! Warp with the side, very close.
And Lemo was looking like he was going for the doink there to put it over everybody. But now this is looking bad for Carolina. They've got to get something going. 50 seconds down by 3. It's certainly possible, but man, is it hard. Lemo going to try and do it right here. Hot Grandma comes up for that one too. Oddfellow up way too far. Carolina gets over pushed. Washington's going to be able to put this one back. It's not on target though. Gone's going to try and do this, and Oddfellow is going to manage to get the clear, so still,
it's not over yet, but there's 30 seconds, 10 seconds to go. Absolutely. Get this bump. There we go. That's the start of it. Lemo with goal 1, 28 seconds for 2 goals. Can they get it done right now? Because Carolina finally is on the board.
Yeah, Lemo catches Gone on the back foot here. Gone not in a good position to try and challenge that one. Lemo able to put it over him. 28 seconds, 2 goals, certainly possible, but man, is it hard. Let's see if Carolina can get it going here and now. That's a good kickoff. Oddfellow going to put it towards net. He's going to score. 25 seconds, 1 goal. Now it's looking possible.
Are you kidding me? Oddfellow with the heroic effort right off the follow-up for Lemo's kickoff. It's just saving time. They don't got the time right now, Keys. 3 seconds to get the goal, and that's great because they have all 25 seconds to grab a 3rd goal. Just do it right now. Just get it right off kickoff and then just do 6 more. Put it away. Come on, Carolina. Grab this one. Oh, my God. Warp trying to get a dagger off the wall, and that might be it.
Yep, Warped. This one's going to go up the wall. Lemo and Grandma both committing on that one on the kickoff. Oddfellow not in any sort of position to go for that one. Couldn't get up in time, and that's probably going to put the nail in the coffin there for Carolina. It's like Washington's likely to take this one in a sweep.
understandable, you're hyper-focused on the offense because you need another goal in 25 seconds, but that doesn't mean you can slack on the defensive rotation. Somebody's got to be back in case they get it done too, because Washington just showed Carolina that they can score off kickoff as well, and that was absolutely the wind out of the balloon of their hopes for playoffs right now, because the ball drops down, Washington takes a series 3-0, and we will not be seeing Carolina in the Linguine League playoffs, ladies and gentlemen.
No, unfortunate, but someone's got to fall. Not everyone can make it, and Carolina gonna be out of playoffs for the season. Hopefully they can get some momentum going for the next season in the last 3 weeks of this one. Play your hearts out, guys, in the last 3 weeks. Just try and get as much going as possible, but unfortunately it looks like you're not going to be in. Congratulations to Washington, though, as they're going to keep themselves in that playoff contention position, stay on the bubble, and they're going to improve their chances a bit by getting this sweep.
Absolutely. That's a lot of points for them. The kind of thing they definitely need running up to these last few weeks before playoffs. Washington showing themselves to be a strong contender here in the Linguine League. Absolutely. Just kind of bringing it to the Carolina Reapers. It sometimes looked like we were going to see some kind of game action out of Carolina, especially when we went to that overtime. But just, it's a little bit too little too late in terms of the momentum of these games here. You could tell that Washington was almost never out of control. They got the goals they needed to, especially right there at the end. And just these spurts of individual performance are amazing and impressive from Carolina, but that's not what carries a day, especially not over a 5-day game series. You need this consistency, offensive pressure, and production.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, folks, we'll be back in just a few minutes with our second Linguine League match of the night, and it's going to be Kansas City versus Dallas. Another interesting playoff consequence game coming up. No one's going to be eliminated, but it's going to be real good for one team and real bad for another, depending on the outcome. Stay tuned.